Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I haven't posted in a very long time because I really want to make a video of how did I build my home gym by using Facebook Marketplace. I think almost 80%, 90% you see in this home gym is from Facebook Marketplace. There's few of the website or place you could buy user equipment like Offload or Craigslist, or even some of the used market. Like some of the people buy a lot of equipment from closed down business. You could buy from there, but there's not much in the area that I live at. So the Facebook Marketplace is my only source to buy stuff. So today I want to share my journey. How did I build this? How did I find all these pieces, and what do you need to know before go on Facebook Marketplace and buy equipment? I was planning to make this video really not much longer ago, but I just cannot find the pieces that I want to buy. So I could not document my journey and my step by step. So today I just gonna tell you all my experience from all these equipment and what I had to go through, and what I would recommend you avoid and not to do, and stuff you need to know before you go to the people's house and pick up some of the equipment, because you need to ask these questions before you drive 3-4 hours there and just find out you cannot get this. Then you have to drive another 3-4 hours back home. That's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of gas, just wasting time. So today I want you to avoid that problem. So if you have any question, please comment below. I will answer every single one of them. But damn, I will tell you the reason why that space is open right there. So yeah. So there's two ways to build your home gym. One is home gym quality equipment like this Titan Fitness Petfly. Another way is commercial grade equipment for your home gym. Overkill, but I highly recommend you going this route instead of this route. I'll tell you the reason why. Because if you see my video a year ago or 2 years ago, you will see I started with home gym quality equipment. Let me just tell you this. It works. It works. It will target the muscle you want to train. Does it feel good? And 50-50. Depends how your body are. But it's like, these is our reason why people love training. Like, it will work on the muscle that you want to train on. It feels amazing. It'll make your life a lot easier and a lot safer, and this will last forever. Home gym quality stuff, it works. You pay basically nothing for them. So there's two ways you could build your home gym. Home gym quality, commercial grade. But let me tell you this. I personally think commercial grade equipment route is done, like forever, especially right now, because I like to say I have a open spot right there, open for the front lat pull down hamstring, front lat pull down, because I want that piece forever. Like 2 years ago, I still looking for one. That is one of the equipment that I really want, because I could feel my lat being work. All these equipment, it feel like my arm is doing the most of work, even though I focus on my pull my elbow instead of my hand, so my biceps doesn't take over. But that equipment is the one I truly focus. I feel my lat actually working, so I really want one. But the used market for commercial grade equipment are done over. It's completely like, there's no way you could do it. You might get lucky and found few pieces for a really low price. Because like, let me just tell you this: people build home gym because they want to save some money, not a lot, but people want to buy used equipment and save some money for it. Cause not everybody has that money to buy brand new equipment like 5, 6, 7,000. Like per equipment, they want to spend 2,000 for one, maybe even less than that. So not everybody had the money to buy brand new equipment, but on the used market right now, I pretty sure it's been a year and a half. I haven't bought anything. That's really rare to me because I love drill equipment. I will try to fill up my basement as much as I can. As you can see, I had a lot of equipment, but I could not find the one like commercial grade equipment I wanted for my home gym. There's few of them I really want to buy, but they are asking 4-5 grand for a piece of equipment that's not that rare. Like, it's really common. You can see them all the time, but they're still asking ridiculous amount. And there's so much gym open back up after pandemic. Because pandemic, there's so much gym closed down, stuff like that. Then recently I noticed there's like 20-30 different gyms just open up like every single day. There's across the country, I see like so many gyms just open back up. So they are buying all the used equipment on the marketplace or any place. They just stack up. There's a lot of resellers right now to collect all the pieces. Like especially these rare pieces, they will buy it and put it in a store unit and just they have like thousands of them just hiding in some in the like store unit, just ready to sell to those people that open gym. Like they had to buy some of the equipment they didn't want to buy, because a lot of people just love old pieces. Old pieces just amazing, feels wonderful. Like the new piece doesn't work. The new pieces feel like you copy this, he copy you, everybody copy each other. It's like both basically exact same, just different name. But old pieces feels amazing. It works. So there's a lot of gym that want that. So those resellers will sell it to them on higher prices. So the demand for them are crazy high right now. So you could not find a good price for used equipment right now. Let me know if you find anything like crazy, like rare for a cheap price, cause I couldn't find one. Maybe I did find a few of them, but I just cannot bring it home because it's extremely heavy. But I just cannot find anything that I wanted for a good price. So the demand for commercial grade equipment are ridiculous high right now. So like I said, there's a lot of resellers too. And another thing is, I saw a lot of pieces shipping to different country, especially UK. I see like at least like 100 pieces every time I see them just ship it to UK. Then there's barely anything left on US. So I feel like there's nothing left for United States. Well, if there is, it's in some gym. It's not in somebody home gym or basement gym or garage gym, whatever. So the price on each of the equipment is going up. I would say my biggest regret is not buying everything I see since I start building my home gym. Because when I started my home gym, I was cheap. I was so cheap. I would never pay equipment over $500. I think that's rip off. But now I will pay 1,000, 2,000. Not maybe 2,000, but 1,500 for the front lat put down for the hammer strength. So I really regret not buying more of these equipment before COVID, or before when I started building my home gym. But so now I think there's no way to build a good home gym on used market now. Unless you still want to build a home gym quality stuff, there's a lot of market for it. There's every single day there's stuff pop up for home gym quality stuff, but commercial grade, done, over. But if you do find some good deal for some of the equipment like these, today I will tell you what you need to do and what you need to ask before you go pick up some of the equipment, and what do you need to avoid on marketplace if you think about buying. I will tell you what equipment should you not buy and what should you definitely get. So let me just show you what you need to do for if you do find some of the good deal on some of the equipment in here, and what you need to do. So this is my toolbox. I will leave this container in my truck bag because you never know when the equipment will pop up on marketplace. You have to be quick. You have to text quick. You need to know what you had the tools with you, so you don't have to go back home. Whatever how far your house is, you have to waste that much time to get it and drive there again. So I will leave this in my truck bag just in case some good deal pop up. So I will tell you why do I have these and why should you have them just in case. So first, most important equipment tool you need is a wrench. Especially, I think this is enough. I have all the way up here. I got this from Home Depot. This is the 24-piece socket and the wrench. You will need this. It will make your life so much easier. And you're not just gonna need one, you'll need two, because usually you need one to hold the nut, and another one hold the bolt. But you could not get two if you had this, the plier. I personally will always bring this just in case my other socket is too small, because that one doesn't go as big as this one. So I will use this to hold the nuts and other one to unscrew the bolt. So I will recommend you get two wrench sets, especially bigger sockets. If you don't, at least get this. This saved me so much time, and saved me so much time to had to go to the Home Depot and buy another set of this. So get this and at least one set of wrench. Second is you need Allen key, different size, because you never know which side you're gonna need. Because some of the machine here, you need this to unscrew, like some of the bolt up here and there. You see this? You can't see this one. Just like the heads, you need use this instead of a wrench. I can't really find another one that has that one right now, but you can see over there. Actually, up here, you see this? You need a wrench, Allen key to unscrew it, and a lot of weight stack. Most of the time, I'll notice weight stack you need. Oh, not this one though. Some of the weight stack you need to use this to unscrew. I think it's the hamstring one. Can you see it in there? It's the you can't see it. Let me just. I can't find one. It's too much. But just in case you need this, at least I will over prepare than less prepared, because I could always bring this home. I don't have to drive to another hardware store and buy some tools. So this is not the big deal. It's different. It's like you could make this bigger or smaller, and the extension. I buy this because for my motorcycle, but I just have it too. And of course, you need flathead screwdriver, or just get both, because some of the pieces require this to take it off. If you could just buy this, you could also just skip getting the extras. This just you got different heads to use. So yeah, this same reason I just had this over time, even though you could just use this. But let me tell you, this saved me some time too, because some of the location of the bolt, the socket plus the wrench is too big. You cannot reach in there. It's physically impossible to reach in there with the socket and the wrench. So you need to use this, because this is so much smaller. Just slide in and hold the nut instead of this big piece. So I will also prepare this just in case. You never know. Like I say, over prepare is the best way to do. Then, if you want, this is not required. Get some bag, lunch bag, or stuff like that, any bag to hold the bolts, nuts, and washer, because you do not want to lose it. Because you have to go to local Home Depot, find the right size, the right length. So it's too much. It's too much asked for. And some of the pieces in here, you cannot even replace it. Like, let me show you. I know one that I know I cannot replace. There's a cable in here. Now you see this piece. If you lose this, you're gonna be struggling a lot of time to try to find a different one or find a way to work. If you can't find it, this piece is done. This is not even usable. So get some bag or whatever, anything you could store some bolt and nuts safely. So, and if you have a pickup truck, I highly recommend give yourself ratchet. If any pieces fell off your truck and hit somebody else, you're gonna have a serious time. You might pay for the damage to the other car. That's the whole reason why you want to buy gym equipment, because you want to save money. If some of the pieces fall off and hit somebody's car, you're gonna pay a lot of money. Your insurance is gonna go up. If you cause a really bad accident, you're gonna jail, buddy. So I'd rather be too safe than too killers. I'd rather just tie down 10 straps. I usually sometimes tie down 10 of them, just in case nothing fly off. I will make sure that thing's stuck on the truck bed. Then I just use one less one. So I have 10. I just use 10. If you see some of the video, I use so much just tie down so nothing could move. So this is what I have in my truck bed at all time, so I don't have to go home and get it. So I highly recommend getting this before even thinking about buying used equipment, because it's gonna be a lot of pain if you can't get the machine out of somebody's home gym. Because not everybody have a garage gym or some gym that is easy to access. That's another reason. When you buy used equipment, you need to ask where the machine located at, and can the seller help you? And if you're going by yourself, you need to tell the seller and ask them, can they help? Because a lot of times they will not help you, because they might pay somebody else to bring this equipment to their house, so they don't know how to do it, and they're not gonna risk injury themselves to sell you equipment. So you have to ask, can they help you? And where the location of the equipment. Like I have in the basement. So usually I will move the machine, disassemble, and put it in my garage and sell it. So not everybody like me, they will just leave it in the basement just like this. You have to figure out how to disassemble it and take it out of your basement. So that's why you need some tool. And you have to ask them, can they help you if you go by yourself? when you look at pieces like this and ask them where this located at, if they say in basement, most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, most of the time, that means this machine could be disassembled. Unless you see a door on the garage, like some of the garage, not garage, some of the basement has an open like door you could see outside. That means it's not true basement. It's like just a slightly hill and the wall of the basement. Let me just how you explain this, but like you see, this is the wall of the house. This is below ground. Because it's a hill, that means this is still a open area instead of underground. So they have a door right here to go straight out instead of you see dirt. So the basement has an outside door. You could just slide the machine out. But for my basement, you have to pick up the machine and go up the stair and go for the front door or the garage. So that's why you ask. You never assume stuff. That's the worst advice anybody could give is assume this machine could be disassembled. If you're not sure if this machine could be disassembled, there's two places you could look at that I always do. First is Google image. Just look up the machine. If you're not sure what machine this is, take a picture and use the AI. They will tell you exactly what machine this is. If the machine on the image, Google image, doesn't tell you this could be disassembled, you could also go to Instagram. That's the number one place I will look for because there's so much equipment being posted on the on Instagram. There's always a piece that someone posted and review. So if you're still not sure, there's two places you need to look at, maybe three places. But I always look at below the waist stack if there is a bolt connect to the frame. Because that means this waist stack frame and the machine itself could be separate. Same thing right here. I always look around the frame. You see, when I look at this machine, I saw this too. And this sheet, it clearly is two pieces. And another piece is below it. So I know at least this and this could be disassembled. That means there's like 50% of the weight less to carry out. That means my back could have some relief because my bag's fucked up. And I didn't notice. You could also separate this. That's why when I look at Google Map, I saw this piece in the back. You could actually unbolt it too. I did not notice. But I look on Google Map. It's usually people have to do 360. You can see that. And you could actually disassemble this and this. I didn't know this is two pieces. But I just also see this bolt. So I will look on Google Image. If not, Instagram is my second place. Same with all my equipment in here. I always look at the frame, like two frames. You see this? You see bolt. That means this piece and this piece could be separated. So let me just show you some of the harder one. Or like this one. Even though this is a small piece, I still rather could be disassembled. Because I'm not going to assume that I could bring it to the basement by myself. If this is welded together. Because usually when you see this kind of equipment, you assume this is welded together instead of unbolted. But I see paramount. That means, yeah, most of the time you can unbolt this two apart. Then I look down here. You see bolts? Another two bolts down here. So 4 bolts connect this. You could also ask the seller, can this machine be unbolted? Like you could ask, can the machine separate from the actual machine and the waist stack frame? You see, if they not sure, tell them can they take a picture below the weight stat, is there any bolts below it? You could always ask. Don't be afraid asking questions. Unless you're asking the dumbest question. Because I did ask one time. Simple question. Can you unbolt that? That guy was an asshole. And there's so much review of him being an asshole and being extremely rude when people asking the most simple questions. Then that don't buy it from him. Because you know he's going to scam you or he's going to give you a fake address and waste your time. So that's always, you always look at a review. Say, is this guy honest on the price and the location or time? So always ask, can the machine be disassembled, or can they help you, and what's where this located at? So always ask. And what should you text the seller if you do find the machine that you wanted? I would say, when will you get there and pick it up? That's really important. You need to give them the actual time, date, and time when you go pick up the machine. Another thing is how much. Get the price right away. Like, don't bullshit them like, hey, this, and that. Just say, if you truly only want to pay $500, like a few hundred below the asking price, or even just asking price, $500. The seller asking 500, and you say 500. Just tell them 500, and tell them you want to pay cash or Zelle or whatever. I always prefer cash because people rather have cash in hand instead of getting scammed, because people always getting afraid getting scammed. So what I would do is I'll tell them, hey, I'm interested in the machine. I will come today with $500 cash. May I have your address? Most of the time, it works. It works. Unless somebody offer a better price. Because when you say, I will come today with the price, with the money, that means you guarantee gonna get this. And the seller knows that I don't have to keep looking at their phone to make sure you still come to pick up the machine. So most of the time they will actually doesn't care if they lose some money, but they rather sell it to me because I could come today to pick up the machine. So what you text to the seller, really important. Because I see some people trying to buy stuff and they be unsure. They don't know when they're going to come. They don't know how much they're going to pay, stuff like that. And don't be an asshole, like asking ridiculously low on the asking price. If somebody asking $500, if I had to sell this $500, somebody will offer $100. I just ignore that message. I think most of the people will ignore it too. Don't be that asshole. If you know this machine is out of your budget, don't even text the guy. Don't lowball the fuck out of the person. So they will annoy you. Maybe they might block you. You know damn well they're not going to sell it to you for that lower price. Maybe, I would say maybe 10% lower. Maybe they're asking, I don't know, $100. You're asking 90. Maybe they sell to you. Maybe even sometimes 70 you will sell it. But don't be that low ball that they're going to piss off and not annoy the fuck out of you. So this is a few questions you need to ask when you had to buy stuff. Is where the location, the machine, when you're going to come, and how you're going to pay, and can they help? That's always how I ask them. That's how I buy all these equipment. I have a good review of my Facebook Marketplace. They all say I'm always there on time, all stuff like that. On my word, if I do want it, I always be there. I'm not gonna text the guy and ghost them. If I know I want it, I will come and buy it. If I know it's out of my budget, I would never even think about text them because I know damn well I'm not gonna pay that much. That's why you see some of the equipment I really want it, but is they asking 3-4 grand for them. I don't even text them. I just save. Maybe one day they will lower the price to my budget range. So this is how I build my home gym. I hope this video helped you, and maybe you could buy some of the equipment off Marketplace. I really want to know what you get and what ridiculous amount of ridiculous deal you find on Marketplace, because I love watching people doing home gym tour and they say they find this for this much money. I will always watch them. It's so fun to watch them. So yeah, and let me just tell you what to buy and what not to buy on used market. So yeah, so for used market, I always recommend people buy used dumbbell. This is really common. Almost every single home gym has these. It just depends on what kind of dumbbell you want. You want a matching one, or you want a, it doesn't care, you just want dumbbell. There's steel, a cast iron that's adjustable, and there's rubber. There's all different, a lot of different dumbbell. I have a little OCD. I want to match. That's why you see all the rubber one. The only one that's a little different is this one. Has a black handle, but it's 12 pounds. So I was like, whatever. It doesn't really bother me that much. It's just different color. So I just need 3 more. But I will never buy them new. I will never buy them new because it's so common on Marketplace. It's stupid buying new. And you could find them in really good condition. Like this is nearly brand new. I buy this, I think, less than $1 per pound. If you could buy them less than $1 per pound, usually you could sell them at $1 per pound. If you decided to give up on home gym, that means you at least make some money back, and you still get use of them. So I will 100% recommend buying used dumbbell. And it's so easy to bring it home, because it doesn't even take that much space. You could bring it home on your Prius. So small stuff, common stuff, I always recommend you buying used. Same with plates. Plates is so common. I love buying these fitness gear plate because it's so common and how the same thing. I had a little OCD. It match. It has a handle. It's easier to get. So I will always recommend buying used plates. Maybe sometimes the condition is not that great. That's why you want to like filter it. You might say, hey, this is a good deal, but it's too rusty. I don't want it. Then don't buy it. There's always good deal pop up on plates. You could always buy them. I have over 3,000 pounds in my home gym right now. So I could sell them. I make a lot of money actually. But if I had to pick fitness gear or cat plate, I would tell you 100% cat plate. Cat plate are a lot, not a lot, a tiny thinner, and it's so flat. It's so even. So if you have a chance, buy them. Buy cap. I think the quality is way better than fitness gear. Let me tell you, I don't know which one, but a lot of time, the plate for these are low sideways, or it's not even, like a little bends for some reason. So I had to recommend cap instead of fitness gear, even though this is more common. But I will get both if I have a good deal. So second thing is buy used plates. I always recommend you buying used plates. Third is, I think, Power Rack, maybe Smith machine. Those are extremely common as well on Marketplace. You might not be able to find the color that you wanted, but you could always find different kind of rack on Marketplace. I have Major Fitness. I see a few Major Fitness pop up. There's a lot of Red Fitness, well, Rogue, Rag, maybe a lot of Titan Red as well. So you could always look for them. It's always so common on Marketplace. You could save a lot of money. There's a lot of combo Red as well. You just need to wait, be patient, and there's always rag, plates, and dumbbells pop up because that's what most people buy when they want to start a home gym is dumbbell, plates, maybe barbell, and the rag. So that is few things that I recommend you buying used, and you could save a lot of space, And stuff I do not recommend you getting is only one thing I don't recommend you getting is anything that has to do with electric. Like, I will never again buy a used a bike like this, because if you don't know, the seller lied to me saying this is a really good condition Ego bike, but I noticed the monitor was messed up, so I had to buy a brand new monitor and put it on there. So I basically not even saving that much money. So I noticed a lot of electric stuff has some problem. The lifetime of them just not that good. That's why a lot of people ask me the future of home gym. Will you buy stuff that has like a motor in there? I would say I will not buy them. I love like hand plates, or you see all the cast iron stuff that hitting each other. I think that boosts my testosterone. I don't think electric, it might be the future, stuff like that, but I don't know. I think they break easily, extremely easily. You could drop these motherfuckers, you will never break. So if I can't guarantee it, but the Vulture is really good too. You could change the resist curve like the Stride stuff or Prime Fitness stuff. You could change the resist curve that you want it. It's nice, but I'm not gonna spend $3,000 for them. So this is my journey and stuff I want to share. If you do think about building a home gym with Marketplace, so this is stuff you need to avoid and need to ask before you start going there, buy stuff, and what stuff you need to look at before you actually drive there for hours and stuff like that. And let me just tell you one thing you need to look for. There's a lot of scammer on Marketplace. Recently, I noticed there's a lot of scammer on Marketplace. So be careful. Be careful on Marketplace. I don't recommend going by yourself. If you like me, I don't have any friends. I don't have any family that want to go with me. So I always buy myself. But I always tell people, do not go by yourself on Marketplace. I'm just obsessed with all the gym equipment. I want it. I want to take the risk. I want these equipment. So sometimes, like I said, in the basement, you don't want to be alone with some guy you don't know. Especially if you are female. Do not go somewhere alone if you don't know the person. Bring someone with you. But I can't give you this advice because I always go by myself. But be careful on Marketplace. Be careful. So, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.